Well, here we are at Blackpool Airport. It's the final day of scheduled services for the foreseeable future, if not forever. And David from Citywing, you must be disappointed, upset. What about what's going on here to Blackpool?
We're very disappointed with what's happening with Blackpool, Paul, actually. I mean, from our perspective, we've obviously been working hard to see what we can do to retain the services. But from us, it's a very sad day because we're going to lose the vital links between the Isle of Man and Blackpool, the two communities getting together and doing business and families meeting friends and things. It's really important for us.
Has it been an important part of your service?
It's a very key part of our Citywing network. So for us to actually lose this element, it isn't actually just the Isle of Man that's affected as well, because we actually provide a scheduled service through to Belfast as well. We've done a lot of marketing on this route this year, and so it's sad to see that investment sort of fall away.
Now, we didn't seem to hear much between they're going to sell it and they're going to close it. Did you get more than what we heard about?
No, it came a little bit of a bolt out of the blue. We were aware that it was up for sale. However, the date when they announced it was going to be sort of ceasing on the 15th came to us with about 2 weeks' notice. From our perspective, we obviously then had to get every man looking to see what we can do to try and retain the service or see what we can do in the future.
But on your website, you were still showing you were going to sell tickets. I mean, so were you still hopeful that some resolution would have been found?
We were aware that there was a buyer in the market, and we know who the buyer is and what they can actually offer. And from our perspective, yes, they could offer us potentially a service. So from that side of things, we're still hopeful because we know there are actually other buyers out there, Paul.
And the Blackpool Council are very keen to obviously keep it going. They've talked about making this an enterprise zone, expanding it, and are still hopeful that something will happen?
Yeah, I mean, we're also really hopeful as well, actually, Paul, because we've been speaking to the council, we've sent sort of letters to the MP, we've obviously been talking to the Isle of Man government as well. And from our perspective, we know still from our dealings even this week and even yesterday that there is actually more than one bidder in the marketplace for this. So we're hopeful that at some stage in the future we're going to be able to operate services to here.
A lot of talk that really this is all going to end up with just a housing estate.
There's over 200 acres here, so yes, you could put some housing here, but there's also plenty of room for an airport as well. So from our perspective, we're actually, even though this is a really sad day, I mean, and from our perspective, we're going to have the last scheduled commercial flight in here. So in one way, we're creating a very sad bit of history, but hopefully we'll be able to create a good bit of positive history by being the first people back in as well.
Of course, one of the things I hate the most, I mean, I love the airport and the connection, but having to pay £10 exit, even today, people are being charged that money.
No comment on that one, really.
No development, though, for the time being?
No development for the time being.
And when do you think you will have some announcement, if any, to make about filling in this sort of part of the schedule?
From our understanding, there's more meetings ongoing today, and from those meetings we'll have a clearer idea of what we can and what we can't do in the future.